Hey traders, Marcello here. I'm the founder of the Day Trading Academy, one of the premier day trading schools in the world. We're considered one of the best day trading schools by Investopedia. And today I want to talk a little bit about learning how to day trade, the advantages and disadvantages. I know a lot of us that know about the stock market and day trading. We always hear about all the money that can be made, and for the most part we only hear about that, right? We never hear about the difficulties of learning or losing money. So I wanted to start off this video series by talking about the advantages and the disadvantages of being a trader. The actual realities, right? You know, it's not easy. It's not something where you just kind of open up an account for $500 and you become a millionaire overnight. So I want to really talk about, you know, the actual realities of becoming a trader, learning from my mistakes and also learning from the process that I took nearly 10, 12 years ago, learning how to day trade, trying to avoid all the money that I lost. I'll explain that to you guys in a second. And also explain to you a little bit about the lifestyle aspect of trading, because we consider the day trading to be a lifestyle, not necessarily a career or profession. So I've had nearly 12 years of experience in the markets. I've been teaching traders for about 10 years. And one of the biggest things that I've had to do is overcome a lot of challenges to become an actual trader. You know, I've been traveling around the world now for about 6 years, day trading and traveling. I've trained people from in Africa to South America to Asia, Europe. It definitely doesn't matter where you're from. You can definitely learn how to do this as long as you're committed to the process. When I first started day trading, I took out $25,000 in student loans, and I lost that in a month. 1 month, it was gone. That's one of the reasons why I started to teach again when traders started to search for me to be able to help them become consistent. So I want to try to teach you to avoid losing that amount of money. Afterwards, I had to take out a lot more loans. And for the last 6 years, as I mentioned, I've been day trading and traveling around the world now. I founded the Day Trading Academy. The Day Trading Academy isn't necessarily a company. It's more of a group or a community of like-minded traders. We help each other out. You can see these 4 guys here. We consider them our master traders. Manny there on the right took his entire family to Italy on day trading income. So for those of you that have a family, you know, it's definitely possible. And we help each other out. We develop processes for each other's and strategies. So it's really advantageous to be able to have somebody you can rely on in the industry. Now I've settled in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. I've been living here this time around now for about 7 or 8 months. We started 2 day trading centers, one here in Medellin and also in Brazil. We're teaching a few locals how to day trade our strategy with our money, you know, to be able to make profits in the market and be able to give them the opportunity of getting out of poverty, an opportunity that they otherwise wouldn't have. That's one of the things that we try to do at the Day Trading Academy, is really give back. And also we've been working with award-winning universities here in Colombia. I've been a part of a lot of seminars and conferences as well, and we're working with some of the national stock exchanges. You can see some of the companies that we've been featured by there in the bottom. You know, Yahoo Finance, Huffington Post, even Investopedia. In the beginning of the video, I explained how we consider one of the best trading schools by Investopedia, and they're actually one of the most well-respected and largest investing companies online. This is some of the pictures from my traveling. Everybody always like to see them. This is Jericoacoara in Brazil, in northern Brazil. Absolutely beautiful. You can see the blue-green water there. This is the Marina Bay Sands Resorts in Singapore, the rooftop pool. I lived in Singapore for about a month and a half, 2 months. To look for the viability of opening up a day trading center there. And this is my office in Brazil. You know, we had the World Cup recently, the Olympics coming up as well in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Just, you know, it's great experience. Day trading can definitely allow you to do great things. Now, first I'll talk about the advantages. Some of you probably already know about these. Obviously, you know, the first thing is I think that everybody considers day trading to be something that you have to sit in a box, you know, in front of a computer 20 hours a day, and that's not necessarily the case. You know, the internet has come a long way. I've been able to day trade from places like Africa, Ethiopia, even Sudan, the newest country in the world. So the only thing that you really need to be able to day trade and make a living in the markets is a reliable internet connection. Preferably you want a high-speed connection, but in reality you don't need a high-speed one. You just need reliable. It needs to work all the time. Advantages of becoming your own boss. I think most of us know that. You wake up anytime in the morning. You can, get to work, stop working anytime you want. I was working at a bank while I was learning how to day trade, so I definitely know the grueling grind of having a 9 to 5. For those of you that are actually working full time, I want you to just consider this. If you really consider the amount of time, I'm doing the math here on my calculator, if you really consider the amount of time that it takes or that you waste in a car while you're driving to and from work, let's assume it's 45 minutes. 45 minutes to work, 45 minutes back, that is an hour and a half a day, right? 90 minutes. 90 minutes over 245 trading days, that's 22,000 hours. You divide that by 24, you're going to be wasting over 10, 20 days a year, over the course of a few years in a car. So just imagine the freedom that it gives you. The biggest thing for me is financial freedom. I've been able to day trade and travel now. I've been visited over 80 countries. I've been able to give this ability to others and watch them travel. I can definitely introduce you to a lot of those wandering traders out there. We have a sister site called Wandering Trader. So I really love the fact that it gives you the financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. If you're a night person, you can go to sleep at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning in Europe or Asia, and wake up at 1 or 2 in the morning. So it really has a lot of advantages, and obviously you can see the double print there on set your own hours, but obviously you can make a lot of money as long as you know what you're doing. Now, on the flip side, and this is a lot of things that a lot of people don't talk about, is discipline and patience. I don't think people realize the amount of effort it takes to learn how to day trade. Now, is the effort worth it? I would say absolutely, but it does take a significant amount of patience and discipline. A lot of people always ask me if there's a certain type of person that it takes to learn how to day trade. And I've taught how to day trade anybody from a mathematician to engineers, computer programmers, to even a fireman, a hockey player, an artist, that actually draws paintings. So anybody can learn how to do this. The emotional stress is something that a lot of people really don't consider as well. There was one day on the beach in Colombia where I lost over $80,000 in one day. To be able to handle that kind of stress is pretty significant. You also need to learn how to handle the security of it, right? When you have a job, you get a paycheck every day, or every paycheck every week. When you day trade, you have to perform every single day, right? So this is a performance activity that we have to learn, and we have to learn how to be able to cope with that emotional stress. The accountability, I can't tell you how many times I've gone out and partied and wasn't able to wake up the next day. I remember one time in Argentina, I woke up late. I had the laptop on my computer and was able to work that way, but that's something that's very important, and not everybody can have their own accountability. Losing money. Making money is great. Everybody loves making money, but losing money is something that a lot of people don't, they can't cope with. So that is something. Losing money is part of the game. Winning ratios in the industry are anywhere between 60 to 70% for a lot of profitable traders. Some of our new Colombian traders that just went live on our day trading center here have a win ratio of just over 50%. So you have to cope with the fact that you have to learn how to lose money. When we're in school, 60% is an F, that's failing. And in the industry for day trading, that's actually very, very good. And it's actually a very, very lonely profession. I'm not going to lie to you. One of the reasons that we have this community at the Day Trading Academy is to be able to have coworkers, to have someone to speak to about the problems that we have and the successes as well. I visited Manny when he took his family to Italy on his day trading income, which was something that's very, very special for me, which is the reason I always talk about it. So those are really the advantages and disadvantages. I'd like for you guys to focus a little bit on the disadvantages, just because a lot of people don't talk about those. It's a grueling effort. It takes a lot of work, but I can tell you from experience that it is definitely worth it when you get to the end of the tunnel. I'll be doing additional videos as well. The next video will be on the best markets to trade. Some of you are probably watching this, learning kind of how to get involved. I want to teach you how to set up your own day trading business. You definitely can be mobile now. I'm living in Colombia. I was traveling while trading around the world. How to find a good day trading strategy, tongue twister. Watch a live trading session. We have live classes with the Day Trading Academy every week, so we'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek of how it works. and also a bit of the misconceptions about becoming a trader as well, because I think it's important that you can make a lot of money, but we also need to talk about the realities of day trading as well. So let us know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to leave a comment down here on YouTube. And as always, you can visit us at thedaytradingacademy.com. We'll talk to you guys soon.